Hi there, and welcome to another Commands and Colors Ancients playthrough. Today we will play the scenario named Plain of Alsace, or Alsace. Um, it was fought 58 BC. If you saw the last video, the Battle of Bibracte, it was in the same year where Caesar, who we'll see again in this battle, were taking on the Helvetii, the Gallic tribe. Today, he's gonna take on some Germanic tribes again during the same year. So we have this chief of the Suebi tribe of the Germanics called Ariovistus. He's quite of a famous guy actually in the histories. He apparently he got some requests from some Gallic tribes that were having wars between them. So some of them were calling for him for help. So he was taking his tribe, the Suebi, marching westwards to cross the Rhine and enter Gallic countries to help out with the war. Now, once there, he also called for his allies to join his ranks. It's listed here. The Harudes, Marcomanni, Triboci, Vangiones, Nemetes, Sedusi. So these guys joined his ranks, and that made actually his army pretty strong, which of course worried the Romans and Caesar. So Caesar had to go up. I think also the Aedui again that we saw also in Bibracte. I mean the allies of Caesar. They got even more worried probably about the Germanic tribes being close by, and I think they also had taken some hostages from the from the Aedui tribe actually, and were demanding some ransom for those. Anyway, Caesar went up there to the plain of Alsace to negotiate actually with Ariovistus. First of all, he was hoping for kind of a peaceful settlement of these, and maybe he thought he was able to make Ariovistus and the Germans to head back to the eastern side of the Rhine. Now that didn't happen. I mean, they held the talks and all that, but there was kind of an hostile atmosphere during the talks between Caesar and Ariovistus, where Ariovistus was kind of aggressive, telling Caesar that he couldn't dictate what the Germans could do or not, and that he said also, I think, something in the lines of, if I kill you, I will get a lot of money from Rome. You have many enemies in the Senate, and they will be happy if I kill you, and all that. And so there were not too, peaceful talks here. Also, it ended by the bodyguards of Ariovistus, the cavalry he brought with him to the talks. They started to hurl missiles against the Roman or the bodyguard of Caesar who went with him to the talks. So they withdraw, and by that the talks were over. Actually, Ariovistus, I think, called for another meeting, but Caesar said something that there's no security promises you can do that holds, so I won't do that. So instead, Caesar started to move his camps closer and closer to Ariovistus' camp, and we're building these. I think it's called castrums, these forts close by to Ariovistus and the Germanic camp, kind of provoking him. So because Ariovistus at this point wasn't too eager to fight because of let's see what is said here. I think I didn't say, but I think it was, yeah, here he says, at first Arivistus refused to fight, for diviners had foreseen that he was not destined to win before the new moon, so he didn't want to fight before, you know, the stars were right, so to speak, right? So, but Caesar managed to provoke him to battle. He eventually had to array for battle. They deployed their army kind of in tribes. So I think we had the Suebi over on the right hand side. That's the heavy blow. I mean, the heavy iron fist of the Germanic army here. And then they, just by tribe, they set up. And the weakest one, I don't know which one of these it was. Maybe, I don't know if it was the Herodes. I think I have read that maybe Caesar had Herodes in front of him. So that would be these guys then. Because both sides put their best troops on the right-hand side. So we have the Suebi, and we have Caesar with his 10th Legion here on the right-hand side. Eventually the battle started, and Caesar advanced quickly against the Germanic tribes here, who were hardly pressed, and pretty much we could sense a Roman victory over here. But on the other hand, Ariovistus also pressed pretty hard on their right, so the Romans were in a kind of a bad position here eventually. But we had a cavalry officer here whose name is Publius Crassus, who went in with cavalry and managed to stabilize the front, and by that event they also managed to drive off the Germanic tribes, and it was in the end a Roman success and victory. Publius Crassus is, by the way, not the guy who is in the triumvirate with Caesar and Pompeius. It's actually his son. Marcus Crassus is the man. Marcus Licinius Crassus, I think his name is. He's the one in the triumvirate, and this is his son Publius Crassus, who's the cavalry guy here. So all in all, big Roman victory, and Caesar achieved what he wanted, because after this battle the Germans were crossing the Rhine again, fleeing to the right side of the river, and I think that actually also began the decline of Ariovistus' might. So it was a big blow for him, this defeat. I think that's enough for some historical background, so we can look at the War Council next again. So the Germanic tribes has, yes, Ariovistus as their chief or leader, and they will have 4 command cards, just as like we had in Bibracte for the barbaric side, or barbarian side. Roman army is led by Gaius Julius Caesar with 6 command cards, again the same card amounts, and this time the Romans move first. As in the last battle, we have 7 banners, and we have 2 special rules. Julian Legion's rule is in effect, so all medium and heavy infantry can go 2 hexes. Julius Caesar rule is in effect, and if I remember correctly, any infantry unit where he is attached to will get 1 more die, and they can march 2 hexes and battle. Otherwise, the medium and heavy infantry, if they march 2 hexes, they cannot battle. They can't even throw the pila, but they can march fast. But with Julius Caesar, you can do that. Okay, so here we go. So here we have the army set up. So let's start looking at the Ariovistus lines first. So if we start from their front line and from right to left, we have, you can see it's not kind of a consistent line. I think this reflects the setup by tribe in the battle array. So I think this would be the Suebi side, because we have Ariovistus here on the right flank. This is their heavy part, right? So maybe we should, instead of looking at them line by line, look at them cluster by cluster, so to speak. So on the Germanic right, then we have actually 1, 2, 3, 4 warrior units, which is pretty impressive. We also have 1, or you could maybe say 2 auxilia. We have some light infantry back and also medium heavy cavalry over there. So Ariovistus is not with the cavalry, he is with a warrior unit here. But pretty good for the warrior units over there. In the center we have some light infantry in the front. Otherwise it's a big gap here, you could say. Then we have 3 warrior units and some more lights in the back, and also supported by this tribe's cavalry unit, you could say. On their left they have 1, 2 warrior units, 1 auxilia, light infantry, and also a cavalry unit back there, medium heavy. So looking at it, this line, like it said in the historical flavor text, it's for sure their left flank. That's the weak point, and that was also what Caesar saw when they arrayed for battle. So he took his 10th there to crush the left wing of the barbarian army. Roman lines then. Well, first line has usually lighter skirmishers. So we have light infantry, bows, auxilia, light infantry, more light infantry, 1 more auxilia, bows, light, and auxilia. So kind of light, of course, but we have actually 3 auxilia already in the first line. It's not always we see that. So that's cool. Then we have backing them always 3 medium or heavy units. So 3 mediums, 1 medium, and 2 heavy is the 10th Legion. Then we have Crassus cavalry wing here, consisting of 3 medium heavies and the leader. So by the way, leaders, we have 2 on the Roman side and only 1 over there in the Germanic tribe side. So that's it. Pretty heavy. I mean, many troops again, and quite heavy actually. I mean, we have around 20 units, I would say, on both sides. And of those, almost half is medium heavies or heavies here. And I would say even more on this side, perhaps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 warrior units. Yes, so it's kind of even in that sense, but we have the 10th Legion. And if you remember the Battle of Bibracte that I played last time, I was a bit disappointed because I couldn't really activate Caesar and his 10th Legion too much. So I think I'm gonna do that and be able to do that this time. And why do I say that? Well, because I have already dealt the card and I know what the Romans who will play first have in their slot A and B. Look at this initial hand, it's great. We have a double time, we have a line command, and we have 4 units right. All could be played over here with the 10th Legion and Caesar. So I think we're gonna see a nice advance and clashes over there pretty soon. Well, taking we can, the die will allow us to play the cards from A and B slot, of course. We don't know that yet. But by that, I think we're ready to start the game. And as I said, 7 victory banners is the goal. And actually the Romans start the game. So let's see if we can activate the right wing and Caesar's legions right away. And we do, because we got an A, B, or C slot card to play. So we're gonna also check what we have in slot C then. We have heavy troops. The only heavy we have is the 10th Legion, but that suits us well. This could be handy later on when we have reached the barbarian lines. So I think I will do... let's open up with a line command then. Let's bring them slowly forward, closing into the lines, and we can start hurling some missiles against them as well. So let's see now. We activate the whole line over here Too bad we don't have a link to the rest of the army here. That would have been really impressive, but you can't get everything. The only thing, I can only move 1 hex when doing a line command. But this is what I'm going to do. This, I think I'm going to leave these guys. The light infantry I will move forward. These guys. These guys. Yep, let's do like that. These have moved, so I'm going to mark them as like that. Then I put these guys here. 10th Legion moving up. And here we go. So these guys have not moved, so I can fire with 2 dice there. So let's start throwing some javelins from the front before we... let's see now. Yeah, so start here. That's 1 die against that light infantry. That's a flag. He can ignore it, but he could also take it. But I think I'll ignore it with those guys. They can, in their turn, fire back with 2 dice. The light infantry here will throw their javelins against the auxilia there, 1 die. Another flag. They will ignore it as well. They will not leave their line. Then we have, let's take the bow unit now against the auxilia with 2 dice this time. Let's hope for a hit now. We got a hit. Great. And then these guys will throw the javelins against the warrior. That's only 1 die, but really important to get the hit there. And you know what? We got it. That's pretty amazing, because now these guys are crippled. That's an important hit, actually. So, nice opening by the Romans there. So now basically we have Caesar in strike range, you see. He can go 2 hexes and battle when he's attached to a unit. And these guys get 1 additional die, so they will battle with 6 dice. Amazing. Okay, but we have the Germanic tribes now, so let's see what they have in slot A and B. Dark in the Sky, okay, cool. And heavy troops, which sucks for them because they don't have any heavies. The Dark in the Sky, well, we don't have that many. We have only 2 units that have the range. Let's see what they can play. Okay, they got a D or E card to play, so we're gonna go over here and check what we have. Light troops, that's good. We could prepare for the Dark in the Sky. And we got a rally. Well, that could come in handy later on, but of course we need a leader to rally, so... but maybe they want to start pressing on their right-hand side as well. So lights or rally. I wouldn't play the rally right now, so I'll play the light troops, of course, and that would be 4 units. So let's activate these. They're gonna throw some javelins here, and then we can activate 2 more. Let's do some closing of the lines with some light troops. Let me see. Let's take these guys actually. So these guys rush forward. They don't have any target. But hold on. These guys were from the last. Yeah, these gonna fire. Sorry. This guy will move still, and then he can fire. Because these guys will not move. They will just throw their javelins. That's it. So let's start from here then. That's only 1 die. Miss. Then we have these guys. Let's fire from here against that auxiliary unit. 2 dice. A flag. He's supported, luckily for him, so he can ignore that. And these guys against that auxiliary units. Here we got a hit and the flag. Again, the flag we can ignore, but the hit we need to take, of course. So some damage done on both sides now from the initial missile hurling and firing phase. That's it. So now they have more of a consistent line. So if they would get the line command in their hand, they could activate a big part of the line, not their right-hand force though, which maybe is the most important on the other hand. Okay, Romans again. Turn 2. That would be the C card or lowest order count. So a C card would be heavy infantry. That could bring, you know, Caesar to the battle. The lowest order count would otherwise be this one. So that's 4 on the right. So maybe we could play that actually. I think I'll do that. So I'm going to continue with 4 on the right. Caesar continues. So I'm going to activate here, here. Let's see now. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now's the time to charge. So these guys move forward. Caesar charges in. They can battle. These guys will try to scare away that light infantry, and the other unit of the 10th Legion will take 2 steps here towards the center. Actually, no, he cannot throw the Pila because he went 2 hexes. But we have 3 units who can battle. Let's start from here. So I'm going to attack here, and those guys will try to evade. I'm going to roll my 3 dice. No greens, so no hits, but these guys need to rush back. We cannot gain ground. Now then, Caesar will try to kill off that warrior unit. So we got 6 dice. Amazing. We need 3 hits, so every other die need to hit now. It's gonna kill that unit. We have a good chance for achieving that. Yeah, we got actually 4 hits. So these guys go down. We get the first Roman victory banner by that. He can of course advance, and he will attack the Auxilia there. 6 dice again. This is amazing. This is what I missed from the last battle when we couldn't activate him. Okay, we need 3 hits again. And we got 4 of them actually. So, okay, another unit dead. So 2 victory banners for Caesar. We could still gain ground, but I will stay here. Actually, I think, yeah, I want to do that. Then we have this Auxilia who will attack those guys who also will try to evade. Yeah. No hits, successful evasion, so they go back here. We cannot gain ground. But these guys are good guys here who can protect Caesar's rear and flank a bit. That's how it went. So only thing, these guys are a bit left behind now, but let's see. We have a double. Okay, that one doesn't help us. We have the heavy troops. We can bring them forward and attack, which Caesar wants again. Okay, so 2-0, and that's a hefty opening by the 10th Legion. Let's see what the Ariovistus can do to counter this. He got an A, B, or C to play. Now it's a Dark in the Sky, heavy troops, or 3 units right. So now they could activate the right also to charge in on these guys. So now's the question: should we take the Dark in the Sky to... Again, we only have 2 troops who can do the Dark in the Sky. On the other hand, both of them have Caesar in their you know, crosshairs. So maybe we could... That's a good question. So let's see again. Dark in the Sky. 2 units can fire twice. Both could throw. We would get 8 dice against Caesar, but only reds are what we want. Then we have this, that is one unit of our choice. Could, for instance, charge with some, do a counter charge against Caesar. The thing that worries me now, as the Germanic player, I have a lot of troops on my baseline who cannot evade. And when Caesar reached there, he's gonna just kill them all, you know. So it would be nice to get at least that cavalry out of the way. We could activate the cavalry with this and get him away, but yeah. Then we have 3 right, so we could start here. But if we do that, we'll leave Caesar to do his stuff, and that's kind of not what I want. This is tough choice. What should we do? We could be, of course, be lucky that the Romans roll like a D or E activation, and these cards don't hold anything that could activate Caesar, and we could press on here and then get back to this later, but there's a big chance he can activate Caesar once more next turn. That's the problem. So I'm gonna let fate decide what Ariovistus takes as a decision. So I'm gonna actually have the 3 cards as my options: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this would be that I try to bombard, you know, Caesar with as much javelins I can before he reaches our lines. If I play this one, I'm gonna actually activate that cavalry, and I will probably charge this unit on the flank, try to kill it. If I roll 5 or 6, I will start advancing here. I will actually do a charge with these guys then. So let's see now. That's a 2, so I'm gonna go with the Dark in the Sky. So these 2 guys will fire twice against Caesar. And now we need some good rolls. I'm just gonna double check we don't have any other guys in range. These don't have any missiles, these don't, and the cavalry don't, of course. So let's see now. It's gonna be a lot of javelins against Caesar, but you know, only reds hit. So let's start from, doesn't really matter, they only have 1 target each. So from here to here, 2 dice. No hits, second fire. Ooh, man, that was tough. All right, 2 hits. 2 blocks of the 10th Legion here went down. This means we need to check Caesar also. And that was not far away for him to fall from his horse. Okay, so this guy is done. This is really interesting. And we have another unit who have not fired yet. Here comes the first one. Here's a flag. I think I might take that. To just get out of reach, because if I can activate again, I'm still in reach to attack. So I'm gonna do that, so these guys cannot fire their second time. This was a big blow anyway. Half of that unit was wiped out by that Dark in the Sky. Okay, now the Romans. That's a C or lowest order count. So let me see now. We have this one or lowest order count. We don't have any section cards, so I don't. We want to see this one first. Sorry. Okay, so here's an option. Actually, we could activate 1 in each section. That could be interesting. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we should take this one. We play the card from slot C. That's heavy troops. It's going to be Caesar, and it's going to be his buddies here. So I'm gonna charge again. It's a bit of a risky move, but I can get a few more victory banners here for sure. So I'm gonna actually just charge over here, and these guys will march in support. Something like that. So who will attack? I want to attack those guys on the edge there. Okay, it would be nice, of course, to cripple those guys. Maybe we should do that instead. Yeah, let's do that. Let's attack the warriors instead. That's 6 dice. We got 1, 2, and 3 hits and a flag. We didn't kill it, and we didn't force it to retreat because they have this intrinsic, they can ignore 1 flag, you know, because they are full strength warriors. So they stand their ground bravely and will battle back. So if they would get 2 hits on those guys, they will kill Caesar's unit. That could be interesting. And actually they didn't. That's a red unit, so it's only 1 hit. So 1 down. And we're gonna check for Caesar. He's fine. But that was a tough one because now it's the Germanic turn, and now they have a big chance to kill these guys. Okay. CDG for the Germanics. 3 rights. We got a rally or medium troops. That's what they were looking for, I believe. So I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna take my chance to kill Caesar and other guys of this 10th Legion. So medium troops are gonna play, that's for sure, and that's 4 of them. So I'm gonna charge from here. I'm gonna charge from here. I'm gonna activate the cavalry. And the 4th one will actually be Ariovistus. I think I might stabilize the thing here, and then it's time to start planning for our own advance or assault here on the Ariovistus right-hand flank. So I'm going to bring these guys, Ariovistus himself, up to the front, getting ready to storm the Roman lines. We have loads of troops who can do that now. Okay, that's cool, but we have some other movement to do. I'm going to move these guys, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, I'm going to charge against Caesar, and these guys go 1, 2. Okay. These warriors start with attacking Caesar with 4 dice. I need 1 hit. That should be achievable. Hold on. Let's see now. Maybe... yeah, let's do that. That's the hit we needed, the red. So this part of 10th Legion go down. We got the first banner for these guys, and now we're gonna roll for Caesar with 1 die. He's fine. So he will now back up to his other unit here. But I'm gonna take my chances. I go in and attack again. I need to cripple those as well. Though I know the retaliation will be really deadly, but we need to get this down. I'm so happy we got 1 of them out of the game now. Come on now. 1 hit and actually 2 flags. That could save us. So 1 hit here. Bam. 1 of the flags they can ignore due to Caesar, but the other one... actually, we need to check if Caesar is alive first of all. 2 dice. He's fine. Okay, so they can ignore 1, but they could take both if they wanted. I will take 1 of the flags. Okay, so I could go in here and I will do that. I will follow. Now we continue from here. That's 4 dice again against that Auxilia unit. 1 hit. They're standing their ground here bravely against that warrior charge. And then they battle back with 3 dice. No leader support. They got that important hit on the full strength warrior. Okay, so now's the question, who should we attack here? Next time will be Caesar. We need to wear those guys down. On the other hand, it would be nice to get these guys. I will for sure not kill Caesar's and his unit this turn with this blow. Maybe we should leave them anyway. Yeah, let's attack here. 3 dice. Try to drive them away. Maybe we get a hit and a flag that would be perfect, and we can pursue and attack again. But we didn't. We didn't even hit them with anything. Bad roll by the cavalry there. And now that Auxilia will retaliate again. And they got, oh my god, 3 flags? That would eliminate these guys. 1, 2, 3 is the first flag. Second and third, and they're done. That was impressive. So the Romans actually got 1 extra victory banner by that. Oh my, this Auxilia is tough. Okay, interesting. Let's play 1 more turn. So, Romans. A or B for the Romans. Double time, coordinated attack, or 3 units right. We could activate Caesar again. I will for sure do that. Let's see now, who should be... Who should we attack? There's no good, you know... The thing is... Okay, let's do it like this then. The thing is, there's no good, you know, if I attack somewhere with Caesar, here, here, or even here, and if I move 1, you know, if I take ground, I don't have any other targets adjacent that I could do a bonus attack on. That's what sucks a bit here. So what I'm gonna do now is go here. I'm gonna go here. And now Caesar starts his attack against that full strength unit. 6 dice. 1, 2 hits and 2 flags, which is important in this sense. 2 hits, and then they need to take 1, but it's 2 hexes, so they got away. So Caesar will gain ground, but he don't have any other targets. Here we can try to kill off that unit with the Auxilia attack, 3 dice. That's 3 hits actually. So we got it for sure. So now we have 4 victory banners here. I won't gain ground. And we're also gonna attack here with 3 dice and leader support. We got 1 hit. They will battle back with 3 dice. Managed to get 1 hit on the Auxilia. Like that. So Caesar is slowly, you know, making his way towards the rear of the Germanic tribe line, but he's taking losses while advancing. And he has some troops left behind now that he would need forward. At least these guys would be nice to get forward right now. But that's how it is. I played this card, it was right. 3 on the right. So now let's also play the Germanic tribe turn, and then we're done for this session, I believe. E or lowest order count. 3 on the right. Arivisus could start his charge, and otherwise it would be this one with only one unit to activate. We could save something over there. The thing is, the Romans will need 3 more banners. And I'm afraid Caesar can fix that over there pretty soon, because we have a lot of units on the baseline. Would like to get those out of there. So 3 is right. We could charge here. We could start off with our charges of... This is interesting though. Double time. Oh, sorry, we have... Or I play the 1. I could, play this one and counter charge here with the cavalry. Maybe get that one. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to play the heavy troops. So go for the lowest order count, and I will do a counter charge with my cavalry. I will leave still these guys. I need to make sure I damage them as much as possible here now. So 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna attack here. 3 dice. They are not supported. That's the important thing here. Yep, we got a hit, and then got them to retreat as well. That was the important thing. So they retreat here. We're gonna follow, go even here, I think, and do another battle. I'm a bit in a bad position, I realize now there. I could be hit by these guys, and if they get the flag on me, I will die off. So I could, I could leave myself there instead. And then I at least can ignore 1 flag. But I'm not sure if Caesar attacks me. There's a big chance he rolls 2 flags and then I'm dead. So no, I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna be aggressive. Let's do it. Let's do that auxiliary unit for now, once and for all. That's a hit. We got him. And we get another Germanic victory banner. I could gain ground still, but I will not do that. I can't see why my position here would be more beneficial than being here. So I'm gonna stay here. That's it for this session then, I believe. Hard fighting going on the right hand flank of the Romans. It's very, very worrisome for the Germanics there, because Caesar could quite easily, I believe, take 2 if he just can activate. We have at least 1 card that can do it, and that's in the nice C slot, which is pretty often activated. So he could get probably 2 banners in 1 turn. Then they would need 1 more, and it could be achieved by this legionary unit attacking that cavalry if you get a flag. Well, I won't die if I just get 1 flag on me, but hold on, I can evade, of course. I can evade, unless Caesar walks here and hinders me from doing that. Yeah, okay, I'm probably dead, but if Caesar walks here, I think if I get the 3 units right next time, Caesar will attack here. These guys will rush to block these retreat path or evade path, and then these guys will attack. And I could get 3 banners by that. So it could be already ending. It could be a very, very short session next time, because if the Romans can activate this card, it might be over. But let's see. I'm still gonna end the session here and see what happens. If it's a very short, I might merge these two into one session. Too bad I haven't got really the chance to activate Arvisus and his assault on his right yet, because I always need to do some tending here, and I should of course try to get those guys from the baseline if I get the chance. By the way, sorry, it's not this card is not in Caesar's hands. They have these ones, so no, they cannot do the thing that I talked about. This is in Arvistu's hand actually. So yeah. So with the cards they have now, they might still win. We could activate these guys with a double time. He could rush here and attack, and Caesar do this one anyway. So a double time could end it anyway. Corner attack is not enough. Yeah, let's see. But there's a lot of hidden cards here. Well, let's take that next time. So nice one so far. Not much happening here, or actually nothing happening here, other than Arvisus moves up some troops to prepare for his assault, which is not yet launching. He gets worrisome news from his left flank, and he hesitates should attack or not. Anyway, we have the Romans in the lead, 4 victory banners to 2. We're going to play T7 banners, so they could be close to it already. So yeah, that's it, I think. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you'll be back for part 2 of the Battle of, well, Plain of Alsace. Thanks. Bye for now.